I'm here because I am a roaring lion crying out righteousness. Come up close. I want to talk to you for just a moment about Mandami's revenge. Mandami has stated that he will not recall or recant his position on Intifada. I don't have the time to tell you about the Islamic plan to kill Jews called the Intifada. And there have been several of them launched throughout both Europe and Israel that have brought devastation and fear and deaths to men, women, and children for ages, the Intifada. He still supports it and will not recant. When asked on the campaign trail if he would denounce that, he will not. I want to tell you something more important about Mandami's revenge. He has watched what's going on in Gaza at present, notwithstanding that what took place on October the 7th was draconian. It was barbaric. It was worse than that. The rape, the hostage taking of more than 200, the killing of more than 1,200 people, the terror that Hamas brought to the kibbutzes in Israel on the 7th of October. He has stated that should Netanyahu come to New York City, he would arrest him as a war criminal. Mandami's revenge will be something that the world has never seen anything like it. He will fire Jessica Tisch, who is now the present New York City Police Commissioner, if you will, instruct all police officers, line police officers, prosecutors within the court systems so that he can wreak havoc upon Jewish people here in America. Not just in New York City, but here in America, and all Jewish supporters. Now, I have to tell you, I've been called by my dearest and closest Jewish friends. They've called me a righteous Gentile. I support the Bible has a deed in it, and the only deed it has is that the land of Israel belongs to the Jews. It was given to Abraham. The deed is in the Bible. It's written with the finger of God. I can't change that. But I want to tell you something. You can run around here and try to be cute. You can run around here and think that somehow or another that all is well. Mandami's revenge of what he will do in retaliation of what IDF has done in Gaza will make your head spin. There has never been anything like it. He's 33 years old. He's at Hitler's age in terms of his coming to power. You can't let Mandami become the mayor of the city of New York. And there's only one way, not two ways, not three ways, not money, not power. You don't have enough money to stop him. You don't have enough money to buy the intellect and the integrity of the young people that are going to vote for him. You don't have enough money to buy the integrity and the faithfulness of young Jewish children that are going to vote for this Muslim because they're anti-Jewish themselves. There is not enough money in the world to change these young people's mind who will make up the voting bloc that will put Mandami and his revenge into power and on steroids in City Hall. There's only one way. Now, you can doubt, you can dispute, you can talk about how you have displeasure with this. You can do it, but the choice isn't yours. There's only one way to stop Mandami, and that's James Manning. And that way has to be buttressed by Eric Adams dropping out of the race and doing it now and endorsing me as the candidate. Now, I'm a write-in candidate because I've been thrown off the ballot twice and then once by a judge and then denied by the appellate division. But you can still write my name. The other thing is after Adam drops out of the race, now you need to stop thinking that your money is king. You need to stop thinking about putting together $40 million, going on television, that you can buy the integrity of these young college students. You can't do it. They can't be bought. They're not at the level where they understand, and neither can you explain to others who are looking at what's happening in Gaza with the IDF and Hamas and think that there ought to be some revenge, that there should be the arrest of Netanyahu, that there should be revenge, and that Mandami is the person to wreak revenge, to do in Jerusalem what the and what the IDF is doing in Gaza, and to do here in New York City, to bring terror. You ain't seen nothing like what Al-Qaeda, the Taliban, ISIS, you have not seen terror. You have not seen terror till you've seen Muslims turn loose. These intifada Muslims turn loose with no constraint, with police looking the other way, with opportunities for them to bomb, to kill. You have never seen the terror that you will see here in New York City. You put Mandami and his revenge into the mayor's office. After Adams drops out and endorses me, the next thing that has happened is Cuomo needs to drop out and endorse. There's nobody else. Listen to me. Your money can't help you. It's only the power of God that's in me, and the power of my personality, the strength that I have to stand up and speak with power. That's the only thing that can stop Mandami. You got to get Cuomo, pull him to the side, tell him you can't win. But you can stop Mandami's revenge by endorsing. So we get Adams endorsing me, Cuomo endorsing me. On November the 4th, I will take, now you may not like everything I say about how I've talked about black people, and my dearest and most sincerest and honest, my heartfelt, my deep love and compassion for black people, to how to lift them up. Because they're at the bottom of the damn totem pole and they get stomped on and walked on by black politicians day and night, and twice on Sunday. And I've tried to tell them the truth. I've tried to show them how they lost their way over the last 70 years. Hell, you got more prisons, more homelessness, more broken families, more pregnancies, less churches, less power of God of black people than you ever had in the history of the world. Hell, slavery was better than what we've done now with these recent. And then the other thing is that they're all turning into homosexuality. You may not like that, but if you will let Mandami's revenge take hold in New York City, you ain't seen the end of it. Will never be. Moreover, the Democrats will never win another election in America till Jesus come. If you turn around and endorse Mandami, if Hakeem Jeffries, if Chuck Schumer endorses that Muslim socialist intifada fatwa, the Republicans will be running up and down and shouting this Christmas every morning, because you will never be able to convince anybody to ever vote for a Democrat. By the way, the Democrats are in deep doo-doo. They're in deep trouble as it is. And then to turn around, if Hakeem Jeffries and Chuck Schumer endorse it, forget it. The Democrats will never win. The only thing to save the Democrats, and I'm not here to save them, but to save New York City, that Eric Adams, Andrew Cuomo step aside, endorse me, and I will take Mandami down, and there will not be havoc and death on the trains, death on the subways, death on the bridges. You ain't seen nothing like what Muslims can do in terms of terror, death, suicide bombers. You ain't seen nothing. Israel ain't seen nothing compared to what would happen here in New York City, all because of Gaza, what the IDF is doing in Gaza. Either you invite, you instruct these men to endorse me, or hell is coming in a 33-year-old on steroids to New York City. I'm James David Manning. I can take him down. But you have got to realize your money can't save you. Money cannot buy the mayor's office this time. Money can't buy ethics. Money can't buy if you will, fidelity. Money cannot buy truth. Money cannot buy what you need to get this man, to get him, to keep him away from that city hall. All your billions in your bank can't stop him, and your children are not going to help you. Money can't buy your children. Money can't buy you love, and money can't buy you the mayor's office. But I can. I can win it. I'm James Manning. I'm the Lord's servant. Hey, Mandami, what's my name? What's my name? What's my name?
James Manning.
When you go into that voting booth on the 4th of November, here in the New York City mayoral election, and when you go in there, whose name you're going to print in the write-in section? Whose name you're going to print in the write-in section on the ballot, Mandami? Who you going to print? Whose name?
James Manning.
Hey, Mandami, do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Whose name you're going to print on the write-in section on the ballot on November 4th here in the New York City mayoral election?
James Manning.
All right now, let's get it on.